Alright, welcome to episode 5 of Learning to Skate. I feel like I should have an intro by now, but that ain't it. You guys know the drill. Today we're learning new skating tricks. We're doing spinning, strutting, and backwards roller skating. Before we get started, disclaimer, my series is edited, meaning that you guys only see the good days. Well, not today. So let's rewind to last week. So on this day, as you can tell, HEGLA was struggling. Story of my life. I was failing to do even the most basic tricks. I kept falling over. Sometimes I would go in for a jump and just bail halfway through. Can I get a hoo yeah? So quickly I grew tired of my own shit.
I can't spin, I can't jump, but I am enjoying myself, so there's that at least. That was a fake laugh, if you couldn't tell. I'm miserable.
And you know what I did? Blamed it on my crappy wheels, complained about it on Instagram, and went home looking very sad. Then I didn't go out again for a week. That was until I discovered the unexpected. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in my favourite car park with the shittiest tripod ever, apparently. I wish I could show you it, but sadly, you're sat right on top of it. I've got to stop saying unbelievable, because some things that, yeah, you could probably believe them. Anyway, welcome to the video. I think I'm just rambling because I really don't want to film this video, which is very rare for a skating video. I haven't been out skating in over a week, which I feel like I say that every single week. I thought my wheels were broken, turns out my bearings were just full of shit. We both have that in common. That was a funny joke. So last week, I just wasn't having it. I didn't want to film a skating video. There was no way you were going to get me outside, honestly. That was until I got saved by Rachel Ray, who, by the way, is the new Jimmy Neutron. She's really, really good, and she makes all these tutorial videos. So I spent the last few days watching all these 15-second tutorials. Perfect if you have the attention span of a frozen grape. I can't hack a 20-minute video of someone teach me how to do a 360 jump. I'd rather learn it in 15 seconds. So the first video that actually did come up was the 180-degree jump. Calm down there, I'm not that good. I think I need to stop being so ambitious with my skating moves, because 180-degree jump sounds like I would die with about 1 degree, honestly. So I might need to rewind a little bit, take a step back. So let's stop fanning about, shall we, and get my skates on. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed, what in thy fucketh are you doing, you wench? Anyway, make sure you use safety equipment. Okay, time for trick number 1, backwards roller skating. Tried to do a little bit of backwards skating before. Didn't really do it, kind of just fell over, kind of want to nail it now. So I was watching the IGTV and it kind of shows how the first step is to do backwards bubbles, and then the next step, someone told me that it was to do like walking backwards, like tiny steps, but I really couldn't do that, so I just sort of gave up. But apparently the next step is to do like one-legged snakes. Starting off easy, we're doing some downhill backward skating. As you can see, I'm trying to use one leg to push myself backwards because I've kind of got the hang of bubbles by now. I'm trying my best, Julius. Oh my god, skating backwards, like literally, how the fuck do people do it? I think these people must be like dancers or something, because I can't do it. Kind of figured hang guards might be a good idea. Just maybe. Honestly, I'll be amazed if one day I can actually skate backwards without carking it. My first official skating injury, yay! The tiniest little cut on my thumb, which bled way more than it had the right to. After completely eating shit, I managed to go back kind of smoothly. Okay, the next thing that I'm going to try and do is spins, which, Lord, I'm going to fall over and get dizzy. I get dizzy so easily. I don't know how I'm going to manage this at all, honestly. Okay, hold your horses there. First step to learning to spin is manuals. This is where you balance the back and front wheels like so. I think I covered this in my last skating video if you want to check it out, but once that was done, it was time to spin. My first few attempts at this, garbage. I've seen that you're supposed to put heel to toe, or toe to heel. I'll figure it out on the way, which is usually how I do all my tricks, and it's usually why I've not made any progress. I really should have done better research, but eventually I figured it out by myself. I kind of realised it's toe to toe, heel to heel, toe to toe, heel to heel, if you want to learn how to spin, which I hope I'll be able to do that by the end of today. It really doesn't look good when you just get a close-up of my feet, so I'm gonna have to do like a full body shot of me trying to spin, which is gonna look funny when I fall on my ass. However, I did slightly improve, if you can believe it. It may not be the smoothest movement, but I do be trying my best. I was not joking when I said I got dizzy easily, and I kind of managed to pick up some serious speed, and I'm not talking about drugs. No, I was actually going pretty fast and I got very dizzy, so I had to stop. So with this new skill unlocked, I decided to incorporate it into my forward skating, and boy did I have fun. I even managed to do a 360 and then a 180 straight afterwards. Honestly, you couldn't stop me spinning if you tried. A brief intermission to practice trick number 3, which is jumps. Compared to my last skate, 10 out of 10. I deserve a crisp high five for that improvement. Now here's where I went off the rails a little bit. I did not expect to be able to do this. However, I had seen one of the Instagram reels that transitions were a thing, so I decided to try out the eagle spread transition. At first I couldn't quite do this transition, I ended up just stopping, but eventually I got the balls to just go for it. And it was a success! I did a transition. I think that's called like the eagle spread or something, but I actually did it! And I wasn't even planning on doing it. I was just like, I've seen Rachel try and do that one, so I was like, I might as well attempt it. Flipping did it, mate. I'm so glad. I was very shocked that I managed to do this on accident. So yay, my first transition, I guess. Listen, I'm very late to this, so bear with me. So, time for the final trick, which is strutting backwards. Finally, the last thing that I want to do is doing the first steps towards learning how to strut walk. This is very ambitious, again, for someone who's not very good. I think I can manage it, maybe. It's backwards roller skating as well, so 2 in 1, yay, let's get myself absolutely fucked. Anyway. So I started out by putting one foot in front of the other on the spot. Quite unstable at first, but I was just focused on doing it faster. I am slightly getting better at doing the strut walk. Yeah, I can just about put like one leg crossing the other one. It really doesn't look good, guys, but I'm gonna keep trying it. The next step after that, no pun intended, is to start strutting whilst you're moving. Now for this, I could only manage to do one leg over the other before kind of falling over. I practiced this again and again until I got bored. As I said, attention span of a grape. I should probably work on backwards skating before I do that, but fuck the rules. Go for it. If you can do it, do it. I could only make it back a couple of meters, but as I kept going back to this trick and doing it more and more, I could do it with both legs. Not very smoothly, and it doesn't look cool, which kind of sucks because at this point there was about 5 people staring at me from the flats above, so I decided to call it a day. So I always like to have a moral message at the end of my skating videos. And I guess today's is if you're feeling bad about your skating, it's probably for a reason, and a bad skating day just means you can be better for the next day. Oh my god, I was really not expecting to be able to do one of the transitions, that eagle one. I guess it was easier than I thought, but also kind of managed to make some solid progress with the strut walk. Even though I was very wobbly, I count that as an absolute win. Honestly, the best thing about this skate though was just being able to get outside. I've been inside for the past 3 days. I had to work really hard on my last Etsy video because that had to be up because of a sponsorship, and I was so stressed. I was like editing for like 2 days straight, just trying to get this thing done. And then after that I was pooped, exhausted, didn't leave the house, so it's literally been days. So this makes me feel like my life sucks a little bit less. But I honestly think that because I did so badly on the last skate, my muscle memory has improved, and now I'm falling over slightly less. I mean, still a little bit, obviously. I've got proof of that. Literally caught in 4K doing that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay happy and subscribe. I'll see you next week. Adios!